Hey Super Jennie fam, and thank you for joining us on this week's video. We want to show you guys a couple of folds that you can do with your Super Jennie cup to make sure that you have the most comfortable period that you could have. And for this video, we are going to be demonstrating how you can do these different folds so that you can actually learn and do it with us. So the first thing I want to recommend is that you grab your cup and that you do with us as we go so that you can experience yourself how to do all of these folds. Some of these folds are obviously easier than others to do. However, some people find that with softer cups or different sizes of cups, some folds work better than others, and some people just find that inserting the cup is easier with some folds rather than others. So we want to make sure that you guys have all the tools you need to find the perfect fold for you. So the first fold we are going to be showing you is called the C or the U fold. It just depends on how you look at it. And it's one of the most well-known and used folds. However, a lot of people can find the cup too wide to insert and can still find insertion a little bit difficult, but we're going to show you how to do that fold. So essentially, you hold the cup with both hands, or just one if you're able to, just under the rim, and you push the sides together to flatten the cup. And essentially you're folding the cup in half-length ways to create a U or a C shape. When you release the cup inside you, it should pop open. However, it is always ideal that you run your finger and just make sure that the cup completely opened up. The next fold, and it's also a very popular fold, is called the Punchdown Fold. This fold has one of the smallest insertion points, so if you are finding insertion difficult, this fold could be just right for you. It's also very quick to do, it isn't fiddly, and it also gives the cup a good pop to open, which should keep it from leaking. It's also very quick to do and it isn't fiddly, so it's really good if you're in a rush, and the cup pops open very nicely. Essentially what you do is you use one hand to hold the cup at the base, you place your index finger at the top of the cup rim, and you use this finger to push the rim down inside the base. It's just easier to see than to explain, and essentially using your other hand, you push the sides together and you hold firmly. This fold allows you to pop the cup open, so if you press at the bottom, the cup should pop open very, very easily. The next fold is called the 7 fold. This fold is smaller than the well-known C fold, and it also releases a lot easier than the other folds. So if that's where you're struggling, this could be the fold for you. Essentially, you just hold the cup with both hands just underneath the rim, you put the sides together to flatten it out, and then you take the corner of the cup and you fold it down towards the stem. Releasing it should mean that the cup has a nice pop to open up. The double 7 fold is the same as the previous fold, but it has a slightly wider insertion point, and you hold the cup with both hands just underneath the rim, you push the sides together to flatten it, and you take the corner of the cup, fold it downwards, and then as you hold the cup in this position, you turn the other corner towards the stem as well, and it should look like this. The next fold is known as the Labia Fold. It's quite similar to the Punchdown Fold, but it is a little bit more fiddly, so it may not be the best if you're a first-time folder. But essentially you hold the cup in one hand, using your thumb and index, you pinch together a small bit of the corner of the cup, and you push this down towards the middle as you would with the Punchdown Fold, and it should look something like this. Triangle fold is one that will also give you a little bit of a nicer, smaller insertion point, and it opens up very easily as well. And you basically take the corner of the cup and you bring it down all the way to the bottom of the cup, and you'll end up with a triangle. Another fold you can try to use is called the Origami Fold. It isn't as complex as the name makes it sound, but it may not be advisable for beginners, but it does release very easily. And essentially you use one hand to hold the cup at the base, you place your index finger on the opposite side of the top of the cup rim, and you use this finger to push down inside the base, and then you take the right corner of the cup and fold it down like this. The last two folds you can give a try are the E and S folds, and they're pretty self-explanatory because the cup ends up looking like one of these letters, but we don't really recommend them for beginners because they can be a little bit fiddly. Essentially for the E, you pinch down and you push in like this, and for the S, you squish both sides in like this. We hope that this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and we will get to them as soon as we see them. Thank you so much for being a part of the Super Jennie family, and we will see you guys in our next video.